Today's video, tech video for that matter, is about my PSN account. It got hacked this morning. Early in the morning, someone made a few purchases on my account and then they changed my email, which locked me out. This happens quite often, so I just want to go over that. A way to reduce the possibility of hacking is to use two-factor or multi-factor authentication. In IT, that's using more than one method other than a passcode. If you look in the security methods, they usually include biometrics, your eyes, scanners, fingerprints, that sort. In our case, we're going to use the phone because most people have a phone nowadays, and when you try to log in, they'll send you a code that is only good for a couple minutes, and you're going to use that to log into your account. So let's set that up if you haven't already done so. You're going to go to PlayStation.com and hit sign in. You're typing your ID and your password. I'm going to stop right here. If you cannot get in right now, you're going to have to contact Sony support. As in my case, they changed my email and I couldn't even log in. Do note that they run on Pacific time, so for all you Eastern folks, that's kind of a problem. I had to wait till noon Eastern time to contact them. Okay, so once you get the code, you're gonna verify. I already have mine set up, but again, I just want to show you guys how to do this. A lot of people aren't aware of this technology. Once you're logged in, you're gonna go to the top right, go to account settings. You're gonna hit security on the left, hit continue. Make sure you don't have any app blockers. So here under security, under two-step verification, you can set that to active. It will generate a list of backup codes so that if you don't want to do the phone method, you can just type in these preset codes. Another option I would look into is a security question. If you ran into a situation like mine today, where they had to validate your identity, I would use this security question. Only you would know the answer. Because in my case, my birth date that I have on file is false or fake because Sony gets hacked so often, I don't trust them to have my actual birth date. So if you're going to do that, keep a note of that somewhere. If you're in the same situation as myself and you recently got hacked, it's a good idea to also sign out of all devices down here. Something else you guys might want to keep in mind is not to store your actual credit card payments on file. I don't trust them to have that information because if someone hacks you, they'll just come in and they just buy whatever they want. And if they're really smart, they can get quite far before you even notice. Again, in my situation this morning, they bought the games first and then changed the email, which I thought was kind of interesting. I would figure it would make more sense to change my email and then start buying stuff using my account, but whatever. So again, I wouldn't recommend you leave your payment methods here. It doesn't take that long to just type out your card each time. If you really have to have a credit card on file, I would use a credit card that's not that important. Maybe a secondary card, it wouldn't be such a bad idea. Something I didn't address yet, why as an IT guy I didn't have this enabled? That's a very good question. It actually was enabled before, but recently I was trying to buy a PS5 from Sony Direct. They have a virtual queue quite often. And what happens is once you get in the store, when you try to check out, you have to enter your credentials. And if you have two-factor authentication set up, it's going to have to send you a code to your phone. You lose precious time. And then by the time you enter the code in, it's sold out, which is very common and very likely. I got my PS5 from a friend of a friend, and I just forgot to re-enable the two-factor. So that is my fault. Whatever I explain goes for all the other gaming sites like Steam, Origin. If they have two-factor, I would definitely enable it. My Steam account, before I set that up, also had a lot of issues with account compromises. One of the theories is that they target accounts, especially with extensive digital libraries, because they'll just resell your account to someone else. Whereas with PlayStation physical games, you have to insert the disc every time. But I hope this helps someone out there today. If you found this video helpful in some way, please like and subscribe. It would really help me out, trying to help this channel grow, especially this tech portion. If this happened to you before, leave it down in the comments below. I'm sure many of us have come across this problem before Sony enabled this two-factor, maybe like 10 years ago. I mean, I was getting hacked left and right, like monthly. So it's good that it's getting in the right direction, but they're always one step ahead. So keep that in mind. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time.